Uh, Hello. Oh man, let me fix that. It's a little too high. Man, I know you guys are probably tired of seeing these books and things of that nature. Um, but again, I have something to get off my chest, and I don't know if you guys are on the same wavelength as me on this topic, but what I want to get off my chest today is these pop the balloon videos. I I don't know about you, but I get really sick of these videos, and they're everywhere now. But I want to specifically zero in on the Arlette version because there's a lot of other versions from that, but that was the genesis. The pop the balloon videos have just shown a vast audience, particularly in the black community, how crass and how finicky people can get, men and women, but most of the time it's women, but it's men and women. How nitpicky they can get off of very little things, little things to go off of, trying to find love, and it kind of goes to show that when it's the men are in the lineup and then the women are coming, that women don't really know what they want, and then when it's the women who are on the lineup and the men come by, they get rejected based off of small details, and they don't really get a chance to explain themselves, to show their worth. And most of the time, you know, they end up getting denied and then having to, go on defense mode. And I don't really like that kind of format for a dating show because I think there's like 80 of them now. No, there's 40 episodes of them. And it seems like it doesn't work because some of the more synonymous couples that have been on the show still end up breaking up. There's obviously shows like The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, there's Love is Blind, uh, Something in Paradise. I just don't get why, for a medium like this, where, the rules are pop the balloon if you find something wrong, an itsy bitsy thing wrong with a mate. I I don't know. There's not really a perfect formula in terms of a balloon, but it seems like they get the same type of demographic. They don't really, cater it to a wide range of people. They get a certain demographic of women and men that have to decide on who they think is attractive without knowing who's next. So they may miss out on someone, and that's the gamble. I guess for entertainment purposes, it's garnering viewership, but it kind of goes to show, like, I don't really hate to see it, but I kind of feel bad that the guy died. Even though everybody said he was insane, Kevin Samuels. A lot of the ladies, and I can't say all, but a lot of the ladies on the show prove that the blue collar worker is not what they desire or what they feel like they deserve. I mean, from what I know, anybody with a truck earns a lot more than anyone with a suit on. So I get tired of watching these shows. I mean, sure, they're entertaining, but a lot of the times you get one or two people walk away with somebody and then they end up breaking up. I was so excited for one episode. There was one episode that was on where it was a guy with a Dragon Ball GT shirt. And I was like, there's no way this guy's finding love at all. But he got matched up with someone who was fairly pretty good looking. I mean, at least for me. I mean, I like pretty women, but you know, it it will be the tiniest of margins. I think I'm saying it right. That will find love, but then months later they end up breaking up. You know, of course, everybody knows about the viral turtle Ninja Turtle guy that was a plumber that was very disrespectful, and that's another thing. They're very disrespectful, but try to do it in a pleasant way. It's kind of like a backhanded compliments, you know. And it's like, why? Why go on the show if you can't really handle the rejection? And the problem with the men is they think that when it's their turn, when the roles are reversed, they feel like they need the flashiest man because they know if they show up with a normal outfit like this, it's not going to be enough. And they'll say something like your teeth is messed up, or you're too skinny, your hair, like these are real comments that I've heard in one episode. So it just makes people feel self-conscious about the way that they approach dating and the way that they look. I don't know what the point is for this dynamic of a show when the host, who's already married, would never ever go on a show like this. And it's only within the black community. Like there's no Latino pop the balloon, there's no white pop the balloon, there's no Asian pop the balloon. It's literally light and dark skinned people judging each other, and then when they do critique each other, they get defensive, and they start hurling insults back and forth at each other, and they don't know when to stop. So, and that's what gets these people in the door. I just wish there was a show where instead of popping the balloon, there was like it's like a blind taste test, and I wish there was a rule, maybe not this, maybe a rule or a show, but I wish there was a rule. You're not allowed to pop the balloon until they are done explaining certain things or they ask the first question. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't want to hear anybody out. They only want to, it's kind of like one in one ear, out the other, depending on what they see. Now, people don't want to admit it, but love and relationships is beauty, I would say, is objective and subjective. So the more people try to retort the fact that beauty's in the inside or it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder, tell that to all of those videos that you see when you hear a bunch of that was probably a terrible balloon pop sound, but you get what I'm saying, and I could go without them now, because it seems to me that it doesn't work, and it's more so just a formula to further elevate the human insecurity within black people, and two, it's really not promoting love. It's just a game. This is a game show. At least back in the day, the classic game shows like freaking man, like I forget the name of the show, but he goes like 2 and 2, or the match game. I don't even think I'm thinking of the wrong game, but there was classic dating game shows out there that was really trying to get people together. But these shows are not really trying to get people together. They're just trying to create moments. And I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there agrees with me about it. So But yeah, that's just what I had to get off my chest. These damn pop the balloon videos need to go, and these Jubilee videos too. And maybe I'll get into that next time. But yeah, that's all.